To start off this slideshow, I have listed out 6 positive effects different forms of media have on society. I find that in each of these 6 points, I have a personal connection to media. Point number 1, being social media makes it easier to make friends. I remember as a newbie in high school, one of the things I did to make friends was to add random people who go to my school on social media, Facebook. I remember being added to this group chat, and from there, people would just text about assignments, they would text funny things, and from there I found myself a part of a clique. I met some of the most coolest people, and I still know most of them till today. Point number 2, being media fosters empathy. The way news outlets capture what goes on in different parts of the world is very important. I'm able to understand struggles and challenges others might be facing without physically going through it. And therefore, I can empathize and understand those issues. Point number 3, being media allows for speedy communication. Oftentimes, I find myself needing clarifications on minor things. With the use of messaging apps and a simple press of a button where I can just send a text message, I can easily get a response in a matter of seconds. And that can clarify a lot. Speedy communication is really necessary, especially when I'm working on a time crunch and I just need 2-3 pieces of information from another person, but they're not near me or beside me. Media and messaging app allows for those situations to be dealt with fast and more efficient. Point number 4, being media makes the world seem smaller. I can definitely attest to this as I have many friends and family in Nigeria. I'm still able to get updates on their day-to-day and still chat with them and know what's going on over there, regardless of the 17 hours plus of distance we are away from each other. So it makes distance less of a barrier to our friendship and things like that. Point number 5, being media helps build relationships. This is also very true, as in college I have friends who have many different interests, many different extracurriculars, many different jobs, but the way we still make time for each other is through social media, where we can set up times to meet on campus, set up times to eat lunch and things like that. So even though our day-to-days look very different and sometimes we hardly see each other, because of the media, we are still able to communicate and even build those relationships up even more, even though we probably don't get the chance to see each other at all sometimes. Point number 6, being media helps you find common ground. I definitely feel that this is very important, as many viewpoints, many perspectives can be communicated through media. With all that's thrown at you, you can still be able to find common ground because you get to see every side of an argument in a way, and therefore you won't find yourself in too much disagreement, because with all the arguments you can find a leveled plate, and therefore in the midst of all this disagreement, common ground can be provided. By staying informed, I have a personal connection to media. I find that it is better to understand issues by the facts rather than through my opinions on those issues. Oftentimes it can be overwhelming to try to digest loads of information. However, through staying informed, I'm able to differentiate between the persuasive devices and the facts that media present, and I'm able to understand it best through the way I see fit. This ultimately makes me more in control of the way I consume media. The media's ability to challenge my viewpoints foster a personal connection to media. With the many people there is in the world, there's definitely something to learn from each and every one of them. Media's ability to challenge my viewpoints allows me to seek out different perspectives, and I can diversify my thoughts and sound less one-sided and more open-minded in the end. Through media's way of representing different stories and different types of people in the world, I have a personal connection to media. Through age, gender, social class, things like this, media tends to give insight into different walks of life that I'm unfamiliar with. I can learn many valuable lessons and be more informed on what other people go through.